Texas League Baseball is next. And welcome into this Tuesday night live broadcast here in South Central Texas. Now take you to the star of the show, Jonathan Baker. Well, thank you, Bob. Welcome in, one and all, to our Tuesday night live broadcast here in South Central Texas, as we spend our week up in the North Texas region there at Frisco. And so far tonight, we are back with our 6-game set as we take on the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks and your first half South Division champions, your San Antonio Missions. Got to say welcome into our pregame show, and so far, Bob, good evening.
Good evening, John. Thank you for having me.
So, got to say, Bob, that was a pretty good, fantastic week last week there at Frisco. And got to say, it was a pretty phenomenal time as we pretty much went to their ballpark and took 4 out of 2 against the Frisco Rough Riders. And so far, it was a pretty good 6-game set. Frisco tonight at Wichita, and so far the Rough Riders will get set for their 6 games on the road. And so far they are taking on the Wichita Wind Surge there at the Porch. We've got the Hooks here tonight taking on San Antonio, the first half South Division champions of 2023, as they take the first half win against the Midland Rockhounds. And so far they are pretty much securing the spot to the Texas League Playoff Series. And got to say, pretty good as of that. Go online now, samissions.com. Purchase and print your tickets from home. Also, follow the Missions for the remainder of this season. And you can download that on the First Pitch app. Or you can watch us live here Tuesday through Sundays here at our ballpark in San Antonio, Texas. Well, Bob and I and Jeff Andrews are back, and so far, home plating tonight is Jeff, as he was the first base umpire there at Frisco. And gotta say, we saw Ty Kraus, the home plate umpire there at Frisco, starting up that 6-game set through the end. And it was a pretty good time as we had fun there at Statesman's Park. Well, we're about ready to go for this week and for the 6 games against the Corpus Christi Hooks. And after this, we're on the road for 2 straight weeks as we have our 6 at Arkansas and 6 at Springfield. We're back in August as we're taking on the Midland Rockhounds for a 6-game set, and then the next following 6 to put us to a 12-game homestand will be with the Amarillo Sod Poodles right after that. Well, we're about ready to go, and so far here at our ballpark, we're excited to have you as First Pitch coming up right after our commercial messages, and proud of Taco Bell and I gotta say, our favorite drink, Dr. Pepper. Well, up in the Missions is Efrain Contreras, as he's called upon a pitch, a right-hander, 5'10" and 210 pounds, and age 23. We'll get the ball for San Antonio here tonight. Greg Kessinger coming in. Shortstop for Corpus Christi. And we are about ready to go here in the top of the first inning for the Hooks. First pitch by Frank Contreras, and we are underway as that's taken inside for a cold strike. It's 0-1. Well, tonight, go ahead and give your ball clubs Corpus Christi at San Antonio, Amarillo at Midland, Frisco at Wichita, Springfield at Tulsa, and Northwest Arkansas at Arkansas. Even though this morning the Arkansas Travelers beat the Northwest Arkansas Naturals to claim their 58th. Final score 4-3 against Northwest Arkansas. Right there and in for a code strike, and that's the count now, 0-2. The 0-2. And right there, strike three, and he gets him down for the first out. And Contreras collecting the first one of the night for San Antonio. And all we need now is 9 Ks for breakfast from courtesy of Whataburger. Will Wagner coming in for Corpus Christi as he swings and misses. And that's the count now, 0-1. Corpus Christi in their royal blues. Sky blue under both sides of their armpits. And their grode travel pants. Even though the color of them pants are a nice gray color. San Antonio in their beautiful home whites, and also proud sponsor of Missions Baseball is Bravo Plus Laundry Detergent. Turn those dirty clothes into fresh, clean clothes with the Bravo Plus. Except you got lawn stains, like if you got done mowing your grass, or you're out in the garden, or you just go out and have a mud bath, then Bravo Plus is the right laundry detergent for you, courtesy of San Antonio Missions Baseball. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he gets some. 2 up, 2 down by Frank Contreras, and he's got 2. Make that 8 Ks needed for breakfast. 2 strikeouts by Frank Contreras. Jordan Brewer coming in for Corpus Christi, and he takes one right there and in for a code strike. It's 0-1. I'll say pretty good as we get things set for this homestand. And that's going to be line drive and foul, and that is there in the count now, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. 0-2. And that's going to be high fly in the air. Tirso Ornelas will make the run and grab, and he's got it to end the inning. No runs, no hits, and no errors for Corpus Christi. Now head for the bottom of the first. San Antonio coming up to bat. Jairo Solis will be a right-hander, 6'2", 160 pounds, and age 23. Will get the ball for the Hooks here this evening. And we're about ready to go for the Missions. Center fielder Tim Lopes coming in for San Antonio, is about ready to get things started here in the home half of the first. That one right there and in, and that's the count now, 0-1. Say pretty good here tonight. Partly cloudy skies as we play our Tuesday night live stream, and that's going to be high fly in the air up to right center, as that will be caught by the center fielder for out number 1. Well, the chance now, let's give the home team starting lineups. And Bob, these guys need a home victory after 6 on the road with Frisco, and gotta say, they need it bad.
Yeah, they need it really bad. But evidently, 4 out of the 6-game set belongs to San Antonio. The Missions are 53-35 of the year. Corpus Christi is 45 even in win and losses. But we'll say they are doing pretty good as they try to catch up to Amarillo.
And you know Amarillo has been in second place since the first half. And now the second half, they're still in second place.
Yeah, and they're trailing San Antonio not too much. I mean, you look at it, 53 and 35 missions. Amarillo playing tonight at Midland. If they beat Midland, they could get their 49th of the season. And if Midland, they're trailing 2.5 games against Corpus Christi. And if Corpus Christi wins here tonight, they'll be 46 of the series. And that would be pretty good right there. Tirso Ornelas coming in as he strides in, 2 away in the bottom of the first inning for the Missions. And that's going to be right there. Line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And he's going to first and second. And he's going to have a stand-up double courtesy of Waterberger. Wow. Beautiful line drive as he had on the line. Look at where that was, and yep, that was right inside. That's fair ball right there. You're not kidding, Bob. That's pretty good. Courtesy of Waterberger on that double. As Tirso Ornelas hits that up into left center. Right outside of the foul ground territory. And that ball was pretty much hugging the line as it was just a few inches. Juan Fernandez, the first baseman, coming in as he's got a count now 1-1. 2 away, runner at second. And right there to third, and boy, they get him good right there, as that will do. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left on as we now head for the top of the second, and it's no score through 1. Well, leading off for Corpus Christi, right fielder Matthew Barefoot coming in for Corpus Christi. And right there and inside for a code strike, it's 0-1. Well, tonight, proud sponsor Taco Bell and H-E-B, and so far, everybody tonight get a free coupon of getting your groceries for free. And that is to make tacos only. I mean, nothing else. No balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. And right there, strike 3. Boy, 3 pitch, you're out. And Contreras, boy, 3rd strikeout for San Antonio. And that was pretty impressive right there. A 1-2-3 knock 'em out silly type fastball. And right there, high fly in the air. Center fielder Tim Lopes will make the play, and he's got it for out number 2. Well, that'll bring up the number 6 batter, Alex McKenna. McKenna coming in and ready to go. That one popped foul, and that's the count now, 0-1. Go ahead and give you a score there at Midland, and so far at Franco Park, Amarillo taking on the Rockhounds. No score as they are bottom or top of the 4th inning. Do apologize. Top of 4, no score through the 2 ball clubs. And that's going to get fouled off, and that's the count now, 0-2. Boy, I got to say, 3 strikeouts for Efrain Contreras for the Missions. 0-2. That's high fly. In the air, left fielder Fabian makes the play, and he's got it to make the final out. And that would do. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left for Corpus Christi. Now head for the bottom of the second, and no score. Baseman, number 8, Lucas Don.
get ready for the bottom of 2. As here we go, as that's going to be pelted right to right, but the right fielder will make the running grab, and he's got it for out number 1. The DH, the number 6 batter, number 48, Grant Little. Little coming in the pitch. That one down and in for a ball, and the count now 1-0. 1-0. And that's going to be hit to short. Shortstop will throw, but the error pulls him off the bag. And an E6 on the plate to the first baseman for Corpus Christi. And that is their first error of the night.
Boy, gotta say, an error like that cannot overcommit yourself to the throwing error.
Well, the E8 will go on Corpus Christi's first baseman, as the runner will reach safely at first. Jackson Merrill coming in. He's 1 ball, no strikes. As he comes in for the second baseman. And the pitch. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And that's going to be extra bases. And that first run is coming from first. And in the score, as that will be a RBI double. And the courtesy of that is Whataburger. On doubles, when you're at home for the missions, everybody after the game tonight will receive coupons to our favorite proud sponsor, Whataburger, served hot and fresh 24/7 to all people of San Antonio. And in 1950, Corpus Christi had their first Whataburger built. And so far, we remember the history of the classic Whataburger. That one right there, 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1 run on 2 hits. And the pitch. Again, that's outside, and the count now 2-1. Fabian at the plate for San Antonio. And the pitch. And right there at the inside corner. Almost would have been outside, but it definitely was the inside, and that would be a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the left fielder. The pitch. And that's going to be right there. Line drive to right. Now gets through for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third as they won't contest anything right here. And boy, they really put it on as they keep going. Michael Cantu coming in. And the pitch. That one high and outside for the ball, and the count now 1-0. First and third, 1 away, bottom of 2. Mission score the first run, 1-0 against Corpus Christi. Here's the 1-0. And right there and in for a code strike, and it's even up at 1-1. Looking for a base hit to make it a 2-0. And that one down and in for a ball. And that's 2 balls, 1 strike. So far, Amarillo scoring their first run against Medlin in the top of the 4th. As it is 1-0 Sod Poodles against the Rockhounds. And that's going to be right there. Line drive up to right center, and now gets through for a base hit. And make that the second run for the Missions, as it is now 2-0 San Antonio here in the home half of inning number 2. And we go back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, center fielder Tim Lopes. Coming in as he takes a code strike, and that's the count now 0-1. No balls, one strike. First and second. The pitch. And that one right inside, and that's the count, 0-2. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be high fly in the air. Right fielder camped under, and he'll make the catch, as that is out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mendoza.
And that's going to bring in the shortstop, Evan Mendoza. Strikeout in the first, 0 for 1. As you can hear one of those guys out in the audience saying, drive the run in. That is exactly what these boys are here to do tonight. It's a good thing that San Antonio, through this half inning, scored 2 runs on 2 hits. Or should I say it's, what is it, Bob?
Well, I will say it's 2 runs on 3 hits.
No, 1 error for Corpus Christi. Yeah. Here's a 1-1. And that's going to be high fly in the air, up in center. And the center fielder makes the grab, and that will do it. So the Missions pick up 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error for Corpus Christi. And 2 left on. To the top of the third we go. And we'll be right back after this as Scott Schreiber leads it off here for the top of the Corpus Christi third inning. As we'll take our first break, brought to you in part by Texas Roadhouse. I do apologize. You wish there was Texas Burger in here.
Yeah, you're not kidding, John. It's like I was living in West Texas not too long ago.
Yeah, you're not kidding, Bob. We're back for more baseball right after this. We're a proud sponsor of Dr. Pepper.
We're back in 3, 2, 1.
Well, welcome back into Texas League Baseball. And I got to say, we got some scores coming from Wichita. And boy, howdy, top of the 9th inning for the Frisco Rough Riders. 9-0 over Wichita.
Boy, and they are really just putting a whooping on the Wichita Wind Surge. Yeah, they really are. I'm not kidding with you, Bob. That's like whacking them in the butt with a cactus. You're not kidding right there, John, but my goodness. And they're screaming, ouch, ouch, yeah, ouch. Yeah, you're not kidding, Bob. But anyway, let's go to the top of the third inning for Corpus Christi. Scott Schreiber coming in for the Hooks. The pitch. And that one, high fly in the air. Fabian makes the grab, and he's got it for out number one.
Batting it, the left fielder, number 34, Zach Daniels.
Well, Zach Daniels coming in. And yeah, you're starting to hear people saying, go back to Corpus Christi, Hooks. And right there and inside for a code strike. It's 0-1. Well, we got 3 strikeouts for Efrain Contreras. And pretty good right there. The pitch. High fly in the air. Fabian coming after this one. And he's got it for out number 2. Now 2 up, 2 down for Corpus Christi. And that'll bring in the 9-batter C.J. Stubbs. Stubbs coming in. The pitch right there and in for a code strike. It's 0-1. Boy, I gotta say, Contreras, he is really throwing. First pitch strikes, 98% of that has been called for strikes. Yeah, and the 2%, he's usually getting the balls in there. I mean, has there been that many balls in this ball game? Well, so far it's pretty good, but I think 99%. Or it could go 100. The 0-2. And that's high fly in the air. And that will drift foul. And the count now still remains at no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2. Right there, he gets him. Strike 3 called. And make that 4 for San Antonio pitching, Efrain Contreras. Now we head to the bottom of the third, and it's 2-0 Missions. Back here after this, as we get set for the bottom of 3, with Tirso Ornelas coming up. Leading off the bottom of the third inning for the Missions, right fielder Tirso Ornelas. Well, get set here tonight as we're getting ready for the bottom of 3. And the pitch down and in for a code strike. It's 0-1. Partly cloudy skies, temperature at 98 degrees. The pitch. That one outside. It's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. And that one back up the middle. And they will get him by a step, and that's a quick out number 1. And that's going to bring in the first baseman, Juan Fernandez. Line out in the first, 0 for 1 here tonight for Fernandez. I will repeat myself, up there in Wichita, 9-0 Frisco over the Wichita Wind Surge. And that's going to be high fly in the air. Left fielder makes the grab, and he's got it for out number 2.
The third number 8, Lucas.
Hot corner third baseman, number 8, Lucas Dunn. Dunn coming in, and he's ready to go. The pitch to him. And that one down at the knees for a code strike. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And right there and out, that's 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one. That one outside, and the count now 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's a pitch. And that one's going to be high fly in the air. Up in right field as he'll make the catch, and that's the inning. So, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. To the top of the 4th we go. San Antonio up by 2-0. Greg Kessinger leads us off here in the 4th inning as we get set in this one. We're back in 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody, welcome back into Texas League Baseball. Top of the 4th for Corpus Christi. Leading it off, Greg Kessinger. Kessinger hits one high fly in the air, and that will go out of play and foul for the count now 0-1. The 0-1. Right there and in for a code strike. It's 0-2. Boy, beautiful night there in Wichita. And got to say, the last time the Frisco Rough Riders went to Wichita, during last year around this time, they had a big bad hailstorm. And I got to say, people rolling out the tarp to cover up the field, they were getting pelted by hailstones up to golf balls. Ouch. That one high fly in the air. Shortstop Mendoza calls off center fielder Tim Lopes as he makes the play. And he's got it for out number 1. Shortstop. 0-1 strikeout in the 1st inning. The pitch. Right there and in for a code strike. It's 0-1. Now, how many Ks have San Antonio got? At least 4?
Yeah, they got at least 4 Ks.
Well, I would say they need 6 more for free breakfast on the bun, courtesy of Whataburger. That one right there, and that's the count now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. And that one is fouled in the way. Still holding on at no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2. Sweet! Oh, he got him. And that is strikeout number 5. I thought he swung on and missed, but he got caught looking for strike 3.
Huh. Does it mean that he got caught being a peeping Tom and looking in a girl's window?
Bob! That's not nice. I'm gonna fire you.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
It's alright, I know you were just kidding. 5 strikeouts for San Antonio, and that one hit high fly in the air. Fabian makes the play, but he stands under and waits for it, as that is the last man out. No runs, no hits, no errors for Corpus Christi. Now head for the bottom of 4, and San Antonio up by 2.
Leading up for San Antonio.
The designated hitter Grant Little reached on an error in the second inning, is 0 for 1. And boy, they are doing really good. 2 runs against Corpus Christi. And that's going to be high in the air up to center. And the center fielder will make the grab, and he's got it for out number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jackson.
Second baseman Jackson Merrill. Double RBI in a run, 1 for 1. Boy, Rough Riders really doing it good against Wichita there at the porch. 9-0 Frisco. And I'll keep you updated on that, but boy, howdy. I mean, has there been any errors committed by Wichita that they gave up that many runs?
Well, I don't know, John. You'd have to look at the first pitch app and see what is going on there at Wichita.
The 8-hole batter, Albert Fabian, coming in as he drills one up to left center, and that's through for a 2-out single. Gotta say, pretty good right there, as getting things pretty good. And that's going to bring in Michael Cantu. Yeah, that new building that they just built, that is a apartment complex. So anybody looking to move in for a $1,200 apartment, it's available for leasing.
Oh, how could you tell?
Because I went by there the other day and I looked at it.
Oh, you know, it wasn't the other day. It was like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I know. We were at Frisco the last 6 days. Here's Michael Cantu as he hits one right there to third. And he gets him out, and that's the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Now head for the top of the 5th. And it's still a 2-0 San Antonio lead. We're back with Matthew Barefoot to lead us off in the top of the 5th as we get ready for that one.
We're back in 3, 2, 1.
Well, welcome in, everybody. Top of the 5th inning for Corpus Christi. And up to bat, Matthew Barefoot. Barefoot coming in. The pitch. And that one's going to be right there. Line drive. And right there as left fielder Fabian hits the wall. But not enough to get something going. And that'll bring up the 5th batter, Brian Arias. Arias coming in. The pitch. That one high and outside for a ball, and the count now 1-0. Still a 9-0 lead there in Wichita. Rough Riders in front. Frisco 9, Wichita nothing. Boy, and you know, I've got to say, Bob, 9 runs on 9 hits, 3 errors for Wichita. I got to say, I bet the Wichita wind surge must have ants in their pants or something.
No, I would say they got a spanking of a lifetime.
Well, you're not kidding, Bob. But Wichita can still come back. They're bottom half of 2. I gotta say, pretty good right there. The pitch. And that one's gonna be right there. And that's gonna get down for a base hit. A throw in. They got him at second. Boy, a pickoff. That right fielder is like, haha. You got caught out there. Yeah, put you on the clothes hanger to dry. Here's Alex McKenna as he takes a ball out there, and the count now 1-0. Boy, that will make a hit evaporate.
Yeah, it sure would, John. It really would.
1-0. Right there and in for a code strike. Gets 1-1. Looking in is Contreras. The pitch. And that's going to be high fly in the air, and that will go out of play and foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. And did he go? Nope. Appealed down to third. He did not go by Kyle Neuenhouse. That's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2. Right there, and that's a changeup, and that's the count now 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Right there, he gets him. And make that at least 6 Ks for breakfast. We need 4 more for Whataburger. We now head for the bottom of the 5th. San Antonio up 2-0 in this one. We're back for more as center fielder Tim Lopes will lead us off in the bottom of 5 when we come back.
Well, San Antonio, 6Ks for breakfast, courtesy of Whataburger. We now send it down to Jonathan as we get going with the rest of this Tuesday night live stream. And here we go. Take it away, John.
Boy, thank you, Bob, and we welcome you back to Texas League Baseball, bottom of 5, as the center fielder Tim Lopes coming in for San Antonio. The pitch. That one down and outside for the ball, and the count now 1-0. We got to say 9-0 Frisco there at Wichita, as they are now top of 3, as the Frisco Rough Riders lead Wichita by that score. Well, we will go ahead and take a look at Springfield and Tulsa. And so far they are 3-0 Drillers, as they are top of the 3rd inning for the Cardinals. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Amarillo still leading the Rockhounds by 1-0, as they are top of the 6th inning. Amarillo 1-3-0, 0-3-1 Midland. Shortstop Evan Mendoza coming in and looking pretty good in this one. That one right there at the half corner, and that's the count now, 0-1. That one right there, ball 1. Count now even up at 1-1. The pitch, and that's going to be right there, hit to short. Shortstop will throw to first. They'll get him easily, and that is out number 2. That'll bring up the right fielder, Tirso Ornales. 1 for 2 of the night for San Antonio. And that one is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. And that one outside, but too high, and that's the count now, 2-0. And right there and in for a strike, and that's 2-1. 2-1. And that one's going to be hit high in the air, up in left field. Left fielder makes the play, and that will do. No runs, no hits, no errors for San Antonio. As we head for the top of the 6th, it is still 2-0 San Antonio. Back for more baseball right after this, as we get things started for the 6th.
Back in 3, 2, 1.
Well, we are back with Texas League Baseball, and Corpus Christi is getting their 7th batter, Scott Schreiber, up to the plate. About ready to go. Top of the 6th inning as we are underway. And that one is taken well and inside for a code strike. It's 0-1. Gonna say, got a pretty good home crowd tonight, and we'll rally up your totals in the top of the 8th inning. for Corpus Christi. Line drive, that gets up through for a base hit. And boy, that is the second hit for Corpus Christi of the night, but still, they need to get inside the run column. They're running out of outs like you wouldn't even believe.
Yeah, I gotta say, John, you only get 28 outs, and that's for both sides. And I gotta say, that is something that they need to hard work on when they're doing that.
Right there to the second baseman, Jackson Merrill. And that's a quick out, number one, as Zach Daniels will be the first man retired. And that'll bring up the 9 batter, C.J. Stubbs. Stubbs coming in. A new score from DCJ Field, Tulsa. 3-1, but Springfield gets a run on a throwing error on Tulsa. And that's going to be fouled in the way. The count now 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. And that's going to be hit high in the air. And center fielder Lopes will range out and make the play, and he's got it for out number 2.
The batter, the shortstop, Gray Kessinger.
Shortstop Greg Kessinger coming in, but he leads off Corpus Christi's batting order. 0 for 2 of the night for the Hooks. The pitch. Right there and inside for a code strike. It's 0-1. 6 Ks for San Antonio. Contreras earns all 6 for the Missions. And so far, he's getting pretty good in this ball game. The 0-1. And inside for a code strike. It's 0-2. Mason Murray, how are you doing? Got to give our shout outs to our fans watching here on YouTube Live. Welcome in from San Antonio, Texas. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And boy, he's going to get off it. And they're still searching for it out there, as that's going to be a run-scoring triple. And Corpus Christi finally gets on the board after 5.5 innings, but now going into 6. And pretty good right there. The tying run on that RBI triple, and they'll score up the ball game up to 2-2 if they get a base hit here. Will Wagner coming in as he comes, and that's going to be right there, and that will go foul. And the count now 0-1. Wagner last time up in 2 appearances, 2 strikeouts. 0 for 2 of the night for Corpus Christi. The 0-1. Right there and inside for a count now 0-2. Trying to strand a runner at third. Let's see if Efrain Contreras could do it. That's going to be high fly in the air. And right there up to right field, as the right fielder Tirso Ornales will make the play. And he's got it for the 3rd out. Well, 1 run comes in across the score for Corpus Christi. As they trail a run, it's 2-1 San Antonio. Juan Fernandez coming in as we're now going into the bottom half of the 6th inning. Into the second half of this ball game, and that is going inside for a code strike. It's 0-1. Tomorrow night is Military Appreciation Night, so we salute our veterans, those that are currently serving or retired. And if you are a military service member, or you got somebody in family that serves, please come down for the box office, as we'll have a ticket pack of 4 so you could come out to a future Missions game. and have a good, nice night. Whether you want to do it tonight or tomorrow night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or even Sunday, you can still come down and have a good time. Third baseman Lucas Dunn coming in an 0 for 2 of the night. The pitch. And that's fouled away. The count now is 0-1. Series with Corpus Christi will wrap up Sunday at 1:05 p.m. Missions after that, we are gone for 2.
You mean 2 weeks on the road?
Well, duh, Bob. Am I talking to a wall or something? No. I'm just kidding. Don't get mad, old-timer.
Hey.
Hey, you know what, Bob? Hay is for horses, grass is cheaper.
Yeah. Wow, I never heard that before. That's the first time.
That one hit the third. Flip line it to first. And they got him easily for the final out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for San Antonio. We now head for the 7th inning. It's a 2-1 contest. Missions up front by 1. Jordan Brewer will lead it off in the top of inning number 7 as we get things going for Corpus Christi. When we come back, it's 2-1 San Antonio. You're listening to Texas League Baseball here in South Texas, in beautiful San Antonio.
We're back in 3, 2, 1.
Well, welcome back, everybody, as we are back here to start up the top of the 7th inning, as Jordan Brewer will come in for Corpus Christi. And the pitch. That one right there and in for a cold strike. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Contreras coming in. And right there and in for a cold strike 2. Well, no balls, 2 strikes to count. Contreras down close to the 60s. And he's got a confidence like you wouldn't even believe. 0-2. And that one down and in for a ball, and the count now 1-2. Well, Frisco continues to lead the Wichita Wind Surge 9-1. Bottom of 3 there at the porch. A 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he gets him. Make that strikeout number 7. And all we need is 3 more strikeouts for free breakfast on a bun, courtesy of Whataburger. Now Matthew Barefoot coming in. The pitch right there and in for a cold strike. It's 0-1. Well, pretty good as the Rough Riders continue their lead 9-1 over Wichita there at the porch. And yeah, we will continue to keep on track with them. So far, Frisco, 9 runs on 9 hits, 3 errors for the Wind Surge. And boy, howdy, they are just letting them get pulverized there at the porch.
Yeah, you're not kidding, John. That is really tough when you get in there and you really think you got that ball game right there.
Swing and a miss, and he gets him. And that is 8 Ks, not 2 more. And it'll be free breakfast courtesy of your San Antonio Missions. 8 Ks. We need 2 more for breakfast. 2 more. That'll bring in Brian Arias. The pitch. And right there in the end for a code strike, it's 0-1. Single the 5th, 1 for 2 to Arias. And boy, I gotta say, he is doing really good in this ball game. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, making him chase.
Boy, over 95% of his fastballs have been excellent quality control for fast pitches for strikes.
0-2. And that one is popped foul, and the count now 0-2. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. And that's a 1-2-3 strikeout. And make that 9 Ks for breakfast. 1 more. We go now to the bottom of the 7th. It's still 2-1 against Corpus Christi. Blair Henley, a right-hander coming in, 6'3", 190 pounds, and age 25, will get the first position in relief for the Corpus Christi Hooks. Well, leading off the bottom of the stretch inning, second baseman number 77, do apologize, Jackson Merrill. And now we got Ty Brown and Brian King warming up in the bullpen. That one hit high fly in the air. Right fielder will make the play. And he's got it for out number 1.
The left fielder, Albert Fabian.
Left fielder Albert Fabian. 2 for 2. 2 singles. Boy, getting dark here in good old San Antonio, and that one down and in for a ball in the count now 1-0. And that one is going to be fouled off. Count now is 1 ball and 1 strike. Join us tomorrow evening as we salute military members. And if you serve, you come by our box office and you get 4 free tickets courtesy to any future game for San Antonio. The pitch. And that's going to be right there, hit to second. The shortstop to first, as the shortstop covers the second base area for out number 2. Well, number 9 catcher, Michael Cantu. Cantu coming in and ready to go. And that's going to be hit high fly in the air. Center fielder will make the play, and he's got it for out number 3. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We go now top of 8. The Missions lead it 2-1. We're back in the top of the 8th as Alex McKenna will lead it off when we come back right after this. Now, leading off the top of the 8th inning, Corpus Christi number 6 batter, Alex McKenna. Well, McKenna coming in as we're about ready to get things started. And the pitch. That one high and outside in the inside corner for a ball, and the count now 1-0. 7,833 in attendance tonight. And pretty good right there. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's the count now 1-1. 9 Ks for breakfast. And all of them have been earned by Frank Contreras. And 1-1. That one high fly in the air. And that will go out of play and foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one high and outside for a ball, and the count now 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. High fly in the air. Ornelas makes the grab, and he's got it for out number 1 in right field. Number 7 batter, 82, Scott Schreiber. The pitch. And that's going to be right there. High fly in the air. And that's going to get down for extra bases. And he's got a stand-up double.
Boy, and the Corpus Christi Hooks are celebrating. Out as that 1-out double really puts this bullpen up to a tying position.
Yeah, I gotta say, Bob, they are really pushing it here tonight. Zach Daniels coming in as he fouls one off, and that's the count now 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. And that's going to be high fly in the air. Lopes will make it. And that is out number 2. Catcher C.J. Stubbs. Number 9 batter coming in. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he gets them.
Well, pretty good. This guy is 95% fastball for strikes, John.
I gotta say, Bob, he is really commanding the strike zone really well tonight. 0-1. Right there and in for a cold strike 2. Oh, 2. And strike 3. 10 Ks for breakfast. Courtesy of Whataburger. And boy, the first time of the season, the missions, 10 Ks under Efrain Contreras will get a strikeout of 10. And that was pretty good. Now we're bottom half of the 8th. Center fielder Tim Lopes coming in for the missions. The pitch. And right there and outside for a ball, and the count now 1-1. Two to 1 our score in the bottom of 8. And that's going to be line drive up the left, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And that's going to be a leadoff double by center fielder Lopes.
Boy, and he really tattooed that ball really good.
Yeah, he sure did, Bob. In now is shortstop Evan Mendoza. Mendoza coming in. He takes a changeup in the inside of the zone, and that's the count, 0-1. Mendoza grounded out in the fifth, 0 for 3 of the night for San Antonio. And a pitch. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And that'll be enough for a tag up. Here's a runner getting up to third. And that's going to be a fly out, but an advance. Third base.
Now batting, right fielder.
Right fielder Tirso Ornales is 1 for 3, double in the first. And looking for a base hit or a sacrifice. Get the runner 90 feet to home. And right there as that will head for the second baseman.
Yeah, you were going to say shortstop and stuff.
Yeah, you're probably right about that, Bob. You know, Juan Fernandez coming in. Yeah, that's going to be right there. Hit to short, and they'll flip it right to first. And that's a quick out, number 3. No runs on a hit, no errors. A man left at third, stranded. To the top of inning number 9 we go. And it's 2-1 San Antonio. And we'll be back to lead it off with Greg Kessinger when we return. 2-1 missions in this ball game. And we're back for more right after this, and plus Texas League scores continue onward.
Well, Texas League Baseball is continuing on this Tuesday night, and we now send it to John as we continue the rest of this game.
Well, thank you, Bob, and welcome back into Texas League Baseball as we bring you the scores here in the AA Texas League. Starting off with the Amarillo Sod Poodles and Rockhounds, continuing a 1-0 shutout in the bottom of inning number 7 there at Franco Park. So 1-0 shutout. The Sod Poodles will have that. And pretty good. Bottom of the 4th for Frisco at Wichita. The Rough Riders continue to lead 10-2 over the Wichita Wind Surge. Pretty good right there in that one. Tulsa continues their lead against the Springfield Cardinals. Top of 5 as they lead it a 2-run ball game. It's 3-1 Drillers. And so far, that will be it for Texas League scores. Now take you back to the ballpark as we continue the rest of this Tuesday night's ball game. Well, leading off, Greg Kessinger coming in the tying run. The pitch. High fly in the air. Right fielder Ornelas will make the grab. And that is a quick out, number one. Will Wagner coming in, 0 for 3. Line out in the 6th inning. Contreras looks in. And right there in the inside for a cold strike. It's 0-1. Well, we're going to have a pitching change as Contreras pitched a even 80 pitches through this whole game. And got to say, he's been a real joy for the bullpen and for the team, and so far tonight for San Antonio. So Gabe Mazur will be entered in relief as he'll get the final 2 outs of this top of the 9th inning. So far a 1-run lead for San Antonio. Corpus Christi trails the run. And Mazur is in, called upon to pitch. And yes, we do have returning Rerum Trading. Hello, Rerum. How are you doing? Got all of our guys coming in, and so far for our new people, Mason Murray and Mixter Gaming. Come on in, and so far you guys are going to be added as standard moderators. So come on in, and so far pretty good. Will Wagner, the first time up to greet the new relief pitcher on the hill. And the pitch. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through up to right center for a base hit. You know, 1-out single continues this half inning. And that's going to bring in the third batter, Jordan Brewer. Brewer coming in, the pitch. And that one down and outside for a ball, and the count now 1-0. Strikeout in the 7th, 0 for 3 tonight for the third batter for Corpus Christi. The 1-0 right there, swing and a miss. And that's the count now 1-1. One and one. And inside for a cold strike, it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Mazur looks in. Jordan Brewer face to face. And that one is going to be hit high in the air, and that will go down as a souvenir foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. And he got him. Swing and a miss. And that's 11 strikeouts for San Antonio. Boy, gotta say, tonight the Missions did pretty good. It's so far 1 out away from a 2-1 victory on a 1-run lead. High fly in the air, and that will go out of play. No balls, 1 strike. 2 away, tying run is up at first base. The go-ahead on the on-deck circle. The 0-1. And that's going to hit the third. Flip it right to Juan Fernandez. And that's the ball game. 2-1 final. As San Antonio beats Corpus Christi here in Game 1. Now, for all of us here tonight, we say good night and see you tomorrow for Military Appreciation Night. First pitch at 7:05 against Corpus Christi.
Final line score. First for the victorious mission. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Hooks, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.